Today was kind of a crazy day, got a lot done, also encountered a lot of issues, and I'm going to talk to you about all of that on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin Aint Easy. And today I want to talk to you about how my day went. Generally, I don't make videos like this, but it's something that I kind of wanted to talk to you about because there's so many things, good and bad, that kind of went on today. And I thought I'd share that with you. So here's what my current plan is with my accounts. I have two accounts that are my primary selling accounts. But my main account, you guys know, my value trends account that I have on eBay. But my other account is the one that Jenna was selling on, and it was kind of an off and on thing for that. So last year, about this time, she decided to kind of get away from eBay for a while. I think you guys saw the video that I made about that she was just done with it. Around, I'd say, October of last year, she started getting back into it, and just in time for Q4, and we got her account up and running again. Last year at this time, I took all of her merchandise, like about 100 listings, and moved them over to my account. And so she had nothing in that account when she started back up last year, and she built it up to about 130 listings. And she worked that through the end of the year and the first, I'd say, 2 months of this year. And, you know, we discussed that she wasn't really getting any sales. I mean, she was listing 5 to 10 a day, and doing other things as well in addition to eBay. But she was doing 5 to 10 a day, and she was just not getting the kind of traction. So, of course, that was discouraging to her. And we decided that we're going to, or at least I was going to, do what I did last year and move those over. And what's happening now is she's helping me with the cross posting onto other platforms, and she'll be listing on my main account because it just seems like I have more traction on my account. Maybe it's because I have more listings than, of course, her account, and have always had a pretty good ratio of sales, the ratio of sales as compared to how many items I have listed in my store. So that's kind of the game plan for us now. So the reason why I mention that is today, I went on to process. She actually had a return on her account that came in. So I went ahead and I was going to go ahead and process the return in her account, knowing that there's no more items at all in the store. So I was going to have to, use my card or my bank account to pay for that return. That's fine. I already had figured that out. But when I logged into her account, it showed me like a negative balance of like $150. And I was like, wait, what's going on here? This return that came in was only like a $25 item. So what's going on? Now, she had two other returns on her account. One was an item that she sold that, how customers say wasn't what I expected kind of thing. We paid for the return label. The other one was, it was a $100 curling iron, like the one that she got all excited about when we did the unboxing, that one where she wanted to keep it, but I said, no, you're going to sell it. So what happened was she sold it for like $100 plus shipping, and the buyer came back, said that she didn't like it. It didn't have like the settings, the different options she wanted or whatever on that curling iron. And that's fine. We offer returns. In this particular case, the buyer was paying for that return label, and I guess they were fine with it. They opened the return case and didn't get over on the system, and apparently they have to pay for a return label. But what's happened is eBay has put a hold on all 3 returns and given them like 30-something days to return it back. Now, this account's been open for like 3.5, almost 4 years. So we've already gotten past the stage of, your first 90 days, and eBay will stop putting holds on your funds when you make a sale. Like when you make a sale and they put a hold on your funds until the buyer receives it. Once the tracking shows it's delivered, the next day they release the funds to your account. Well, we've never had that issue, okay? It's always been the next day or the day after is when eBay would process our payments. And when it comes to returns, eBay would not put a hold on our funds. They would simply deduct it from whatever available balance we had at the time we're processing the return. So I was like, wait, what's going on here? Because see, we have no items in the store and it's a negative $150 balance. My thing is there's a $100 item out there that may never get returned. They may keep it and this return might time out. And so I have to sit on a negative balance. Now, eBay has told us that if we have a negative balance, I think it's like for up to 14 days, they're going to recover that money. So I was kind of concerned here. Do I have to kind of keep an eye out for that happening? And why is this even happening anyway? Because I'm not a new account. And so I decided to do what I like to do, as you guys know, and I requested a call back from eBay. Now, eBay got on the horn with me and called me a couple minutes later, which is fine. Lately, it's been pretty easy to get a hold of eBay. And of course, I get my favorite place, the Philippines office, and I explained the situation to this rep. And I swear to you, she wasn't listening at all. And I was kind of getting frustrated because I had to keep repeating myself. And she kept cutting me off. And I wasn't being long-winded like I am in these videos. I was just trying to explain what was happening. And she told me that it doesn't matter, that anytime you get a return request, whether the buyer pays for shipping, regardless of the reason for the return, that money is going to be put in your on hold status in your payments account. And if you don't have any money in your available funds, it creates a negative balance. And she said for every time. I said, well, wait, hold on. I have a couple returns on my other main account, okay? And it's not holding funds in my on hold status at all. In fact, it's never done that on that account. So what you're telling me, a blanket statement that whenever there's a return that's opened, that money instantly moves over to your on hold status, it's not correct. She wanted to argue with me. And coming from the call center business, that's not something you do as a rep. You don't argue with a customer. You maybe put them on hold, say, you know what? This is my understanding of it, but let me find out. But I was at the point where, hey, you're not going to be able to help me. You want to argue. So let me be in touch with somebody that can help me. Maybe someone in the refunds department, maybe a supervisor, but this isn't going anywhere. So eventually, after being defensive about it, she puts me in touch with someone else, I would assume from the same country. The crazy thing is, about 2 minutes into our conversation, a rooster keeps going crazy in the background. I'm like, what do you guys have a rooster in the call center? And apparently they're still taking calls from home. But she was trying to, I guess she was trying to get this rooster to be quiet because it kept going off like every 2 minutes. And, I kept telling her, it's all right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, right? But it's just kind of an unsettling thing. You're trying to talk to somebody in a call center, at least you think they're in a call center, and you hear, Animal Kingdom going off in the background. And it's just, quite funny. I kind of picture her like sitting on a bale of hay with a headset on, and there's a bunch of farm animals behind her. It just was kind of crazy. But I digress from my whole point on that. She apologized after she listened to me, right? And she stated that what I was saying was correct, but she couldn't tell me why my account was in negative balance. Now, I kind of gave up at that point. My only thought, and this is something that I wanted to share with you guys, is it's based on, of course, how new you are to the platform, but it's also based on your activity. Because over time, I was pulling listings from that account to my main account. eBay at some point said, well, even though she was making a sale here and there with the items that she still had in the store, it wasn't enough activity to allow her to be trusted, I guess, even though, thank you. The first thing to do is thank you for being with eBay for like 4 years in this case, but yet they're going to have a level of distrust where they're going to start putting a hold on every return request. And the thing that sucks about it is, like I said, that $100 curling iron, they may decide, you know what, I don't feel like paying for a return label and I'll just keep it. And they may never send it back. So I'm gonna have to wait 30, 35 days to wait for that money to drop off back into that account. And it just kind of stinks because eBay is set up right now to treat most sellers as if we have bad intentions. Regardless of the fact that this account's been in good standing for almost 4 years, eBay is treating us as if we have bad intentions, and that's just pretty bad. So got past that. That's 45 minutes of my life that I'll never get back. But you know what? I don't want any surprises. I want to figure out what's going on with my money, and I don't want to find, without having any knowledge, that they just took $150 out of my account. It is what it is. So I got out here after I did my shipping, got out here and just went to work. Threw the music on, which gets me fired up. I can work and you don't want to hear it sing while I'm working. I get just in my mode. It's not something you ever want to see, trust me, but it works for me, right? And just I'm sure you have a process that works for you. Well, as I may have mentioned, I had some pallets that came in, went and picked up on Monday, and had 3 pallets. So back to the liquidation game, right? So I actually listed a full pallet. We're talking the listing value, which I like to look at more so than how many items did you list today, right? Because you could list $10, $20 items and you just listed $200. I listed about $1,600 worth of stuff on my account. And I think all in all, it was about 30 something items. I think I had 5 different SKUs and it was only 5 listings, but I had like 32 items, I think, that I had to go through and test and evaluate. And all in all, everything went really well with that 1 pallet. So I'm very happy with that purchase. 1 pallet down, 2 to go, and all is well. So I'm very happy. On the sales side, not so hot. It's been kind of a roller coaster ride. We did about $1,000 in sales Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but it's kind of tempered down to, your $200 range. And you guys know me, I need to find a way to get to that $400 or $500 average. Not, right now it's like average about $250. So still working on that, but of course, adding value to my store, continually listing, being consistent like I do every day. I really think that's going to help and get me kind of caught up here. I know a lot of you are doing well. Some of you guys aren't. But this is what I'm doing, and this is kind of what I'm doing about it. Last thing I wanted to touch on is eBay is a glitchathon. I'm just sorry to say it. I mean, and I hate the fact that I have to come on here and just say something negative about eBay. I mean, if I had my way, I'd be like, you know what, eBay is great, and it's never going to be perfect, but it's just full of great stuff and hardly any negative stuff, right? But unfortunately, here's another thing. I recently set my feedback up through eBay to automate my feedback and automate the feedback once the buyer has left me a positive feedback. And they even give you the opportunity to go in and, input like some short, thank you, great buyer, awesome transaction, your own custom little blurbs in there as well, which is great. However, I've noticed, and maybe you guys have or haven't, and let me know down below if you have or not. So whenever I get a best offer or offer to watcher and they agree to the price, immediately after they pay, eBay puts in not my feedback, they put in some generic feedback, and it's usually like 3 or 4 different ones. It's nothing that I wrote, thank you for, your purchase or something generic like that. And I'm like, wait, what's going on here? First of all, they haven't even received the item yet. They paid for it. I haven't even mailed it out. And you already have given a positive feedback. And I went back and checked. My settings are fine. It's set for leave feedback once the buyer has left feedback. Okay. And it's broken as far as I'm concerned, because I just went in there this evening, ran my shipping, and same thing. It gave somebody a positive feedback that paid for a best offer item. So just look out for it. I just don't know if there's any fix for it unless eBay's watching this. Maybe they are, and maybe they're not. But hopefully that's fixed, because I like the idea of automating my feedback. I just don't want this feedback to be given. And first of all, I want it to be my own feedback. I don't want it to be something that eBay's decided to give. But I want to wait until after the buyer has left me positive feedback. So hopefully this is fixed in the near future. So guys, kind of a long-winded video. Sorry about that. That's just my day today. My day started off kind of slow, but it picked up. We got some momentum. We did make some sales today. I had a few items that I shipped tonight for tomorrow. I got my early day sales already shipped out earlier today. So it was a decent day today. But, I'm always looking for better. And hopefully tomorrow is not only a new day, of course, but a better day. So guys, tell me what you think. Comment down below. While you're at it, of course, like I always ask you guys to do, I put in a lot of work to make these videos, and all I ask you to do is hit that like button. And if you like this channel, if you enjoy the content that I put out, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, hit that notification bell, because I almost didn't make a video tonight. Of course, you're seeing this tomorrow or the next day, but I was thinking maybe to go live tomorrow instead, but you know what? I decided, let's go ahead and talk about this and a couple of these topics here. And, but maybe, who knows, I might go live, and I want you to be part of it. So hit that notification bell so that you're notified when that happens. So guys, whether you're dealing with bad reps on the phone, trying to figure out, the refund policies and all these different things that you have to navigate through eBay and just to get through your day, well, these are all signs of how flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and we will talk to you very soon.